All right, what's up, people? Jason Hull here with DoorGrow, and check us out at doorgrow.com. So I wanted to talk really quickly about why every real estate broker or realtor should be getting involved in property management, okay? So I've got four main items I'm going to tell you about. So you may want to jot these down, but bear with me. I'm going to go through them quick, right? First, you want to hedge against the market, right? Because when property management is doing well, real estate's not, and vice versa. So it's a great way of hedging against the market. So if you are, if real estate's going really well, the market's going to turn. It always does. And when the market turns, you want to be involved in something else that can keep everybody fat and happy and keeps money flowing, right? So that's the second piece, is residual income. So real estate, it's all about the deal, right? You got to hustle, get that deal. The second you stop moving your ass, there's no deals, right? The second you stop motivating your team, there's no deals. And so it's always this grind to get the next deal, And once the deal's done, it's done. Property management is residual income. I don't think I have to tell anybody why residual income is a good idea, right? Most of you know this as business owners, as entrepreneurs. Residual income is like the ideal and the dream. You want to have something left at the end of your career, or if you ever decide to retire or anything like that. Or maybe you just want to stop hustling so hard and reduce the pressure and noise in real estate. Because if you take off that pressure and you have a certain amount of your income coming in through residual, stable income, and that's building and growing, you're building something that's just bringing in money every month. You don't have to hustle and grind to get that. And here is the third issue. I want you to keep this in mind, is that property management is the ultimate gateway drug to real estate deals. Okay? So, and here's why. And this is my next item, is people avoid realtors. Okay? People avoid you. People avoid real estate agents, and here's why. They don't want to work with an agent. They're nervous about agents. They feel like agents are sometimes slimy, salesy people, right? They don't want to be sold to. So what do? They go and try to for sell by owner, right? And then they don't get any buyers, right? Because they're hoping the buyer's going to foot the bill, right? And so they don't get anybody moving through the property. They don't get buyers. And almost all of them, there's a large percentage of for sale by owners, but when all's said and done, the vast majority, probably 75–80% of them, list with agents. All the for sale by owners. They eventually all list with an agent, right? So they list with an agent, and they eventually fold, and somebody gets them on, because only agents are probably coming through their property, and hey, would you like a buyer? So eventually they list with an agent. The other thing is people are avoiding realtors when looking for property. So they go and try and search online, search the MLS, try and do it on their own through Zillow, Trulia. They're trying to do it on their own. And so, so every real estate company should start a property management division. And every property management company should also have a real estate division as well, right? So property management is the ultimate gateway drug, I mentioned, right? So this is, I mentioned 3 and 4, right? So the ultimate gateway drug, which means property managers have dibs on real estate deals. They're the first to know when a tenant no longer wants to rent the place out. They put in notice. Hey, well, let's get you into a property, right? So and you have a relationship with them that you've had already going. You're the first to know when and you're always getting tenants coming to you all the time. You can turn these people into buyers. Some of them maybe shouldn't be renters. Maybe you can get them into a property, right? You have tons of people looking for housing coming to you constantly. The other side is the owners of the properties. These owners are always looking for if they're investors, they're looking for additional properties, and you can help them figure out, how can we financially make this work? How can we get you into another property? Or you have dibs, or are the first to know when the owner no longer wants to rent the property out. So the owner he or she might say, hey, we no longer want to rent this place out. Don't, let the tenant know. And you say, then you can sell this property, right? And you have a relationship with them and you can do that. Not only that, but on the property management side, you can get referrals and stuff coming in from agents. So there's a lot of benefits to having a property management side to your business. And so if you're interested in learning how to start your business correctly and how to get the right branding, the right reputation stuff in place, because most property managers are really, really struggling in these areas, and how to do it without damaging your real estate brand and damaging your real estate company, then this is what we specialize in. There's nobody better at this than us. We help companies with the whole branding, reputation. We help startups constantly in the property management space. So check us out at DoorGrow. And that's it. I hope this was a nice seed thought for you, and I hope you get excited about maybe adding property management or adding real estate to your business if you don't have one of those. Goodbye.